morning. It is so great to be back here talking about collaboration. Because even though our foundation is one of the largest grant makers in Canada, we are acutely aware that in order to achieve our mandate, we can't do it alone. As you all know, the world of philanthropy is changing. Funders may have significant resources, but the need will always be greater. And while the flood of good projects can be daunting, we're starting to reframe how we approach our work and how we can deepen the impact that we want to have through collaboration. But it's not just about the money. It's also about how we can break down the very real silos we all create in order to reduce administration, to build support for shared measurement and shared value, and to look at shared outcomes through common objectives. This is not a new idea. And on its surface, funders all agree that increased collaboration is a good thing. At OTF, in fact, we've asked our grantees for greater collaboration for years. So why isn't there more funder collaboration? How do we start to actually connect what we say we value with what we actually do? Well, we could talk about it for a few more years. We could create a 10-year plan for how we're going to do that, or we could just dive right in and try to see what works and improve it over time. Don't overthink and overanalyze, just do is our new mantra. Collaboration doesn't have to be scary or painful, but it does require sharing. The good news is that the steps we take to articulate shared purpose, agree on values, align processes and communications can be incredibly powerful. We've already partnered on countless ideas for projects, from green spaces to solutions labs, from microgranting to research, shared platforms to a joint community fund, and with different levels of government, with public and private funders, and with companies even. You can literally choose from limitless combinations of types of collaborations that are possible, and it is an adventure. So for example, last year we invested in the Trans-Canada Trail. Understanding the impact this collaboration could have in our local communities in the north, we jumped on the opportunity. And with TD Friends of the Environment Foundation, we came together with a $2 million grant, and we were both interested in trail development. But the best news is by pooling our money together, we were able to then get an additional $1 million in matching funds from the federal government. So for TD, it was about environmental impact and economic development in the north, and for OTF, it was more about encouraging people to have more active lifestyles. While we had previously funded millions in other Trans-Canada Trail initiatives locally over the past decade, with this collaboration, we were actually able to connect 44 municipalities and First Nations communities to finish the trail in Ontario in time for our 150th anniversary in 2017. Another example. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was up in Jane and Finch celebrating OTF's collaboration with the W. Garfield Weston Foundation. Now, this was a little bit different because the program already existed and had a $5 million commitment. They were already doing great things to enhance urban green spaces like planting more trees, gardens, fixing broken infrastructure. This aligned with our work, but we also knew that we could add a piece of community development to the projects that would have real value in the communities that we were trying to serve. And so building on the success of the first year, OTF boosted the initiative in 2014 with an additional commitment of just over $1 million. So to date, we've partnered on 19 projects across Toronto, and together those projects have leveraged another $2 million. So in the last 2 years of our approach, we've co-created almost $14 million in social investment partnership projects. When funders collaborate, it's easier for grantees, they have access to greater resources, a simpler, streamlined application process, and shared reporting and measurement methods. This new collaborative OTF has its challenges, and we're trying to constantly learn from our experience. For healthy collaboration, it's important to respect each other's perspectives as well as understand them, and to find room to accommodate all kinds of differences. We learned it's critical that all parties have to agree on a vision of the big picture of what they want to accomplish, but not everyone has to support the same thing. And in fact, it works best when partners do bring those different perspectives. What is key is flexibility and willing to have a give and take. So what's next for us? Well, our experience has demonstrated that we want to achieve changes that really matter. And so we need to look at not only collaborating with other funders, but investing heavily in collaborations with those funders and the public and private sector, and with government, and with charities, and most importantly, with the communities that we seek to serve. We have audacious goals. ones we cannot achieve by going it alone. So, until we reach those goals, keep calm and collaborate. Thank you.